Good afternoon and welcome back to SeaWorld Orlando. As promised, we're back here for the media event here for Expedition Odyssey. This is their brand new flying feeder that has gone in back here where the Wild Arctic ride used to be. And obviously we're gonna be heading in, checking it out. Unfortunately, we will not be able to bring you guys on ride today. There's no on-ride filming allowed on this attraction. But we will be able to show you around the queue area, and I'll give you my thoughts after, and then we will also explore that whole animal enclosure that they do have back in there. So, like I just mentioned, this is a flying feeder ride. It is a small form factor one from Mack or Mock. I honestly still have not figured out how to say that one. I've heard it both ways. Here is the entrance area with the sign, and then obviously you're gonna have your wait time, your quick queue, and then they do have a separate queue just for the habitat, very similar to Penguin Trek. So if you're interested in just seeing the animals, you can just hop in that habitat queue. So the height requirements for this is 39 inches for your shorter guests. So that's going to include you buckling through that center strap, and then they will have to be accompanied with somebody 14 or older. 48 inches and up will be able to ride alone. And then they're also doing pass holder previews like they've done with every ride. So you're gonna have your platinum passes on the 1st and the 2nd of May, and then the dates continue until the 8th. And then the grand opening will be on May 9th. So approaching here very soon. So if you're a local or a pass holder, make sure you get those reservations if they're not already out. I will say the sign area is very nice. And then back a little bit ago, I believe this all opened with Icebreaker. They do have the Glacier Bar and the Cook Freestyles over here on the left. And then over here, they also do have the Altitude Burgers that again, they redid with Icebreaker. So we're gonna be heading inside the queue so we can get all through, and then we'll give you your thoughts after, and we'll explore that animal area. So we've now entered the queue area. So they do have some nice artwork all around that is illuminated backlit. This is obviously an Arctic themed ride, very similar theme to what was here before with Wild Arctic. So we just got out of Expedition Odyssey. Obviously, unfortunately, we weren't allowed to bring you with you on ride. And obviously, it does spit you out here in the Arctic building. This is where all the Arctic life lives. It's been here for quite some time, but it has been closed off for a little bit as they've been building this new experience. I thought the ride was overall a very good fit for the park. I think this park needs more family rides. It needs more family attractions. It attracts a lot of families still. So I definitely appreciate them moving towards that path again, where they're advertising towards those family rides where everybody can ride, because I think almost everybody could ride this. The seats were fairly big. Obviously this is a flying feeder ride, so very similar to any other flying theater in the world. There's lots of flying theaters. This is the one built by Mack, It is a smaller form factor one. I believe they had 2 theaters in there, and I think each theater could hold 12 per row. And how it works is you sit on one row, you get buckled in, and then when the ride is ready, it will actually flip. And on the other side was actually another group already watching the theater, or watching the show. So kind of different from a lot of other flying theaters where they kind of go up and sit you up there. Instead, they just kind of flip you around so they can have that higher capacity between them. But again, overall, I thought it was a pretty good ride and a very good fit for this park because I think families will enjoy it a lot. And again, it spits you out in the Arctic building with all the animals. I love this building. I think this building is fantastic. This is probably my favorite animal enclosure at SeaWorld. I think it just looks overall great. And again, just spits you out where the old Wild Arctic ride used to spit you out right there. But we're gonna take you guys around, check out all the animals. Obviously, you've seen them before, but might just check out because it does look like they've repainted some stuff and did some touch up. So obviously this used to be house to the Christmas Santa stuff. I'll be curious to see if they bring that back. Oh, he's just hanging out with the penguins. We found the imposter. Then we've got some penguins over here. Lots of them. Lots of them. Obviously, now you can see 2 penguins in the park again. The ones over at Penguin Trek and here in the Arctic building. Oh, I found the walrus. He's just hanging out, staring at a wall. I will say, just like the penguin building over at Penguin Trek, it is very cold in here, so that is definitely a plus side here during the summers because you get that nice blast of good air conditioning. And as you see, there is that top viewing area where you can look over the animals, and then you can actually come underground the base area. Again, there's a lot of learning facts down here, some kid-like crawl spaces and stuff, and then there's actually underwater viewing that you just saw the walruses, and then here's over here the penguins. And again, we're underneath where we just were, so you can actually see a gap right here. It's right up to that other side. And then the beluga whales are right over here. I do like the beluga whales. Again, this is one of my favorite areas in this park. I think it looks super nice. I think it's super well themed. And I love the animal enclosures in here. They look very nicely done. And then when you come to the exit area for the Arctic, you do come across the gift shop. That does look like it's been rethemed with some new artwork. And obviously they have plenty of new merch for us to look at. Here's a look at all the Expedition Odyssey stuff. Obviously, they have opening day merch, so if you want to get over here and get opening day, we'll talk about when the ride is opening and pass holder previews that are coming up after today. You can see they do have shot glasses, water bottles, hats, magnets, bottle openers, bags. Then they have this like full long sleeve shirt. That does look pretty nice. I do like this hat actually decent amount. It's like got this like rope around it, and then it's also got a moisture wicking sweatband, and also has UV protection. So that's kind of interesting. I've never seen that before. You're gonna find obviously a lot of your other merch in here too for the park, including lounge flies and everything. This is actually really nice tumbler. It looks like they're kind of different. It looks like they might have a different print on them because this one's much more orange and yellow, with this one being a few more different colors. Yeah, they are differently printed. That's super unique. And again, they have that base hat, and they also do have card magnets and then some spots to put your drink. And this has always been a pretty plush forward store with everything back here. So that brings us to the end of the video. I did want to mention a couple more things. They do have a lot of fans in this queue, and I love to see that. They are those bigger industrial fans that will help a lot during the summer, especially if the queue is wrapping outside. Again, the building, super well air conditioned, so even if you're not interested in the ride, definitely head into the animal enclosure. It's a great place to cool off here. Again, they're doing those pass holder preview dates starting tomorrow, May 1st. So again, if you're a pass holder, check those dates so you can come check it out. And then if you're not and you're interested in riding the new ride, it does open in May 9th. So that will be its grand opening day. You'll be able to come out here and everyone will be able to ride. So thanks for watching. I hope this video brought a little more joy into your day, and we'll see you guys next time.